Right, Coach, we're here at the first week of two-a-days, and just how would you assess your team's performance just the first couple of days?
I think right now we don't have to worry about peaking too soon. We're a little rusty. Got some young kids, but I like the attitude and effort that we have. I think to me that's the key right now, especially this early on.
You guys have lost a few starters on both sides of the ball. How do you guys hope to make up for those losses?
Well, I mean, every year you got to replace people, and that's just a fact of life when it comes to football. I think we got some quality kids coming up that were tutored by those older guys that graduated, and I think they're going to do a good job stepping up and trying to make a name for themselves.
You guys graduated your starting quarterback. Now you guys have a new one in place, actually one who started last season. Tell me about him a little bit more.
Well, Jason actually ended up starting last year, early in the year, in the preseason, and got hurt. Noe took over, and then Noe never looked back, But I think the valuable playing experience that Jason had back in those few weeks, and then playing behind Noe, they did a good job with each other. You always want people that are competing for the same job to really care about each other, and those two guys really did. I think Noe served a good big brother role on Jason. But then Jason, he's a different breed of cat. He's not like Noe. Noe's a big, thick specimen. I mean, he was a heck of an athlete, a runner. Jason's a big boy, but Jason's more of a thrower. He's got a great understanding for the game, especially for our offense. So I think he's going to do a good job.
Even though you guys lost the players from last season, you guys graduated starters from last season. This seems like you guys still expect to go even further than you guys did last season with making it to the second round of the playoffs. How do you guys hope to do that? Well,
I mean, we teach our kids every day. Never stay the same. Either you get better, or you get worse. And last year was last year. That's what the senior bunch from last year accomplished. You don't want to be satisfied with that. You always want to think of doing better. And as a team and as a coach, you always want to coach your kids to try to be the best they can be. You don't want to put lids or limitations on them. So yeah, we speak about going 3 rounds, 4 rounds deep. Why not? Why can't we do it? It's a matter of us applying ourselves and getting after it. You got to play every game. Friday night, it doesn't matter who you play. You got to play it on the field and decide it on the field. So that's a mindset we want to instill in our boys.
And you guys are in a new district now. How does that change things?
Well, I mean, it doesn't change much. I mean, the quality of teams in our district, I think it's going to be a little bit better than it was before. Not much. But I think Sherryland, of course, it's probably, in my perspective, the best team in South Texas. Classification, either 6A or 1A, they're the best. And they got a lot of kids from last year's team. Robert Vella's right behind them. I think the team that people need to realize it's really, really talented and is loaded with talent is Mission Veterans. So I think our district's tough, straight up. From the top to bottom, our district's tough.
How do you guys hope to be there in the mix? What do you guys have to do to be there just once the season ends and trying to make the playoffs?
Well, I mean, our biggest thing is win the next one. Don't worry too much about what's ahead. Plan for ahead, but just focus on the next game. And I think that's going to be the key for us, to be smart enough to focus on the week and the team we're playing that week. Just focus on that team and take care of business one day at a time. I think at the end of the day, when the dust settles, we'll be where we need to be.
Cool. Thanks, Coach.
All right.